In the video game industry, survival usually demands noise. Studios spend millions to ensure you don't forget they exist. They blast out press releases, buy up massive booths at conventions, and push their developers onto every available stage. It is a saturated, exhausting market. If a studio stops fighting for your attention for even a few months, they risk fading completely out of the conversation. Then there is Rockstar Games. They avoid the big conventions. They skip the regular press tours. They operate behind locked doors, ignoring the survival tactics every other developer relies on. This graph compares the typical 24-hour view count of standard AAA game trailers against the GTA 6 trailer drop. A normal industry release registers as a flat line at the bottom, while Rockstar generated a near vertical spike, racking up 93 million views overnight. How does a developer maintain a complete public blackout, yet effortlessly command the attention of the entire global entertainment industry? Their cultural dominance is the result of a highly engineered tension between two opposing operational engines. To understand their silence, we have to look at the physical reality of what they've built behind those closed doors. This map shows the result of a long acquisition era by their parent company, Take-Two Interactive. They bought up independent studios around the globe, wiring them together into an interconnected production network. The beating pulse of this network remains in Edinburgh, Scotland, where Rockstar North leads the creative and technical charge. But the demands of their open worlds required more manpower. The pipeline expanded across the Atlantic, absorbing large teams in places like Toronto. Further south, specialized studios in San Diego were brought into the fold to handle complex custom game engines and push graphical limits. Coordinating all of these moving parts is the executive and publishing hub operating out of London. What makes this setup rare is how it functions. Instead of these regional locations churning out a dozen different games a year, thousands of developers across multiple continents operate as a single unified organism, pooling all their resources into one release at a time. By concentrating thousands of specialized developers onto a single title for years, they ensure the final product has a scale and technical density that other studios cannot match. This sprawling physical machine sits in direct contrast to their public relations department, which operates like an airtight vault. They grant zero press interviews. They skip the industry trade shows. They refuse to offer any behind-the-scenes glimpses into their development process. If a normal studio attempted this level of secrecy, they would quickly bankrupt themselves. Without consistent marketing to keep audiences engaged, sales dry up. Rockstar survives the silence because of that massive development engine we just mapped out. The audience knows the volume of human capital being poured into the next project, which makes the lack of information maddening. By withholding the screenshots, the developer diaries, and the teasers, they force the audience's anticipation to compound. That compounding anticipation creates a specific psychological environment, an absolute information vacuum. When a creator provides zero official answers about a project, human nature compels the audience to fill the void themselves. Fans start obsessively analyzing the shade of blue used in a social media banner update. They track obscure corporate patent filings to guess at gameplay mechanics and construct massive digital boards mapping out every rumor. This behavior cascades into the gaming press. Because the corporation refuses to issue official news, journalists are left to write headlines about the fans' theories to satisfy the public's appetite. The end result is highly efficient. Millions of people around the globe work as an unpaid, motivated marketing department. This allows the studio to achieve global market saturation with virtually zero traditional advertising spend prior to a launch. Rockstar's dominance rests on this marriage of opposites, a sprawling, industrial-scale development engine held behind a wall of total psychological restraint.